I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Keruga the Macrosage versus Keruga the Macrosage. Drop and rejoin with Pretty Fatty. I can't. I'm not sure I should keep this, but I will. I'm keeping based on the fact that Leyline Binding seems to be incredible in the mirror. Glasspool Shore. Sure, buddy. Probably don't need the binding on 4 mana, on 2 mana for anything out of their deck. Ever. Don't show Keruga if game 1. Bro, I'm streaming, I literally don't care. Also, it's probably wiser to reveal it still. I don't think you can hide the companion. Of course you can. Disco. Have you been coping with the OpenAI news? Well, what news? I guess I've been coping pretty well then. I mean, I could not reveal Keruga, but I think it's like, if I stream, it doesn't matter. And even if I don't stream, it's probably more likely to actually help me to have Keruga than to lose because I revealed it. So they play the dinosaur next turn, it's trouble, right? It depends what they hit. Bedeck, Bedazzle. You control on the battlefield, okay. So many treasures. Geological Appraiser. Bedeck. Into Mimic. Appraiser Disco, but greater than Elephant Disco. How do you get to this fucking conclusion watching this game? Only have 1 white, which is a problem. Because I can't keep a binding if I play Quintorius now. What removal is in their deck though? Not much. Like 1 Consign. They probably have counter up. Well, I'm just literally looking at the fucking deck list. Connive, Concoct. They could play Spell Pierce. Okay. I think it's preferable for me to go for it, because if they have a bounce spell, they break Leyline Binding anyways. Because I only have 1 counter Repudiate. Okay. That protects from binding too. Sorry, the opposite, not regarding the specific game. I mean, I wanted to ask according to speed, the answers on meta, build restrictions, etc. Then I don't know, is my answer so far. Alright, Carnosaur evolves into a Carnosaur. Oh, so you can cascade into Replicate. So that's pretty solid for this deck. Because it's actually a good clone to cascade into. Well, no, it's bad because you can cascade into it with Appraiser. Yeah, that's good. That is neat. Should have shocked to have binding up, I wish, but I only had one white. Also had discontinuity. Gearhulks? Gearhulk into replicate? Okay, well, that's a build. Makes sense. And like interweaving the Gearhulk with the Repudiate replicate sounds pretty decent too. Minus 47. We managed to have binding up, we would have been in a better spot. Alas, we didn't. Could have Thought Distortion, the matchup, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything, so I'll just board Repudiate. And board down onto probably Herd Migration, because the life gain doesn't seem to matter much. That's not even true, they use treasures for Decanter. Well, if I had a second white, I say, then I would play Quintorius and have binding, so then they would break Quintorius, but then I would re-break. Is Thrun for mid-range matchups? I have to assume it is, yeah. Maybe I cut Herd Migration entirely and add Shefet Monitors too, to ramp a bit harder. Why are they running discontinuity? I don't quite get discontinuity either. I guess it's for Gearhulk time walks. Distortion kinda does something if you can get it down before they combo. Well, Distortion doesn't discard their combo, so I can't ever tap out for it because they're just gonna kill me if I cast Distortion, so it seems straight up wrong to play. Just my 2 cents though. No red mana. Guess Tanuki can get me red mana. Nice mana base. I mean, I have 5 colors in my hand, so it's pretty nice. Except that it's triple tapped. Repudiate is an instant, but Gearhulk can cast the sorcery part. Cross on Tasker 2023. Wasn't Cross on Tasker to hand? Play around discontinuity. Well, if I tap out, I can dive the combo, so that doesn't seem particularly good. No zawsze ma disco chłosta. Blue. Green. Black. It doesn't matter what I play. It's all the same. You can't tap out on 4 safely. Tap out for what? For my 5 mana Planeswalker? Chatting. Slam it. Well, I don't think it's a good move. Maybe sacking the land was not a good move because I want to hit my lands now, but next turn they can play a Gearhulk, so probably doesn't even get better for me because they can EOT Gearhulk. Their deck seems better with Gearhulks than mine. Assuming they can like play any kind of normal game. Could we also play Leyline Binding in their deck? Main phase, Magma Opus, Lotus Field. Okay. Okay. We have 2 cards. We have 2 interactions though. Yeah, it makes sense, discontinuity and Lotus Field. I think cycling the land was bad, I shouldn't have. Because if they play in EOT Gearhulk, it's a really strong play for them. Could kill their land, maybe. They have the Gearhulk. No ma Gearhulk, yeah. Kill the field, it has hexproof, my friend. Okay. I would need 5 mana to kill the dinosaur. I don't have 5 mana. Discontinuity, Lotus Field. What a wild build. So I have to let this happen. Hit evolution. So maybe if they have to evolve through all of the dinosaurs before hitting a clone, then I can stop their combo. They can fizzle. It's unlikely. Galta. 12. What's in your hand? Carnosaur. Okay. So I guess now they can't fizzle because they'll just evolve Galta. Will they hit Appraiser? Is it beneficial for me to kill the Appraiser now? I don't think so. No, it's not, because they just... I think I have no outs. Imagine slamming a few turns ago. They would interrupt me with the Carnosaur and then I would lose, but then they wouldn't have the Carnosaur. Because problem waiting was the EOT Gearhulk that turns it into an issue. I get to see their deck, more or less. Unfortunately, it's the same cards revealed multiple times, but they have white mana for some reason. C double. This spell can't be copied. Thespian stage too. I mean, it makes sense, but like they don't have many Thespian stages, have a little bit. Disco Lotus Field to ram to the dinosaur to go turn 2, turn 3 Disco, turn 4 dinosaur, or Gearhulk. You can go turn 4 Gearhulk Time Warp your opponent essentially. What a funny combo deck. Discontinuity exiles itself. In that case, that technology is much weaker than I assumed. Nice mana base moment. Kurwa, no nice mana base again. What is this land? Restless Anchorage. Is that blue-white control? Add Azorius. 3 mana becomes a blue-white bird. With flying, it's still a land. So if they shocked, probably I'll grab Keruga. Chat, how fertile are your footsteps? Oh, I think I missed playing the Fable Beanstalk Giants. I play Elephantos. Because one day we are gonna be able to just say no to a mana leak once, and then we are not gonna need to pay twice. Don't have a better plan than playing my monster, so I'll keep playing my monster. Oh shit, what now? It's a gravity removal spell, and then that just my thing whiffs. Good plus. Because I have 5 cards in hand, it just seems kind of impossible to. I probably have to plus if they like have 5 cards in hand, and I do this. At least I'll have something I can use my maps on, like the cards get lost. The log. The log is incredible. Yesterday, so many people versus Ginger didn't plus. It was incredible. What was Ginger on? Just Rakdos? Well, they didn't have the removal. Foolish me. Sure looks like they didn't. Maybe he has March for the token. That's actually really powerful. Well, I guess I'll try to minus twice in a row now. Oh, they had another Teferi? That is just crazy. So hacking lucky. I have to restart. The log is unbearable. Turtle is 7 mana, I have 6 lands in play. I mean like later. Okay, when the fairy is at 8, I'll cast my turtle, and that's gonna win. Chatting. Brrr. Nice so-called control deck. I like how they countered my Beanstalk Giant. I mean, I guess if you ramp, then Quench becomes weak later, so it makes sense, but still kind of funny. Seems like the secret to this deck is just to yam. Which I hadn't done twice so far, and then I almost lost. Blue-white control. Control. We have Dromoka, Thrun, Thought Distortions, Shefet Monitor. They don't play this. Colossal Skyturtle is kinda weak. Consign and like Oblivion I can cast. Consign a Shark. Or a Planeswalker. We cut Bedazzle, 6 mana, destroy a land, not really gonna do it. Keep binding. I think. Cut 2 herd migrations. Although making land drop seems really strong. Maybe cut the consigns. I think 5 mana Mind Rot is not a real magic card.
Control player.
Blokes.
Music board is dead for today, yes. Thank you, Rosie Hauser, for your Sabini. I appreciate that. It's very funny to me that a lizard is called a monitor. Because what I have on my desktop, what I'm looking at right now, is also called a monitor, and it's like an entirely different thing. It is not similar at all. Yet the name is the same. For distortion, I'll keep 2 ramp spells, 1 uncounterable. So I drew so many lands, maybe I'll just play the Raffine's Tower, but having a second untapped land seems relevant for distortion. Well, I can do that later though. Can use Tanuki on the next turn. Then I'm gonna have 4 mana. And I can migration into a land. Always if I want to. Greater Tanuki. Wow, the Tanuki is so great. I don't know which color to fetch. I have 2 black. Let's fetch second planes. Let's fertile our footsteps. I could play Keruga, but I want to be able to cast a 7-drop next turn. Makes sense to play a 7-drop if we fear reversal a bit. Mori Deluge, okay. Spend migration before I spend distortion. That kind of makes sense. Or maybe not. So because distortion is gonna be really strong right now. Then next turn the migration is actually gonna kill them. If they reversal me, then tough luck. But the migration is probably getting quenched or something and like doesn't actually doing anything for me. Not actually doing anything for me. They can reversal. Keruga, bro. Keruga is mine. No i chuj, kurwa, no. Sram it. Not good. Okay, so next turn we're gonna play a Beanstalk Giant. Masz K3 jeszcze? No mam, no. You also have Spark Double Keruga, which actually is decent. I mean, if they had reversal, then they would beat my Herd Migration too. Nice tapping, bro, living up the Zagandro. I'm furious now. The most broken mates appear in the history of Magic. I'm sure some mates appears counter 2 spells. So probably those would qualify as better. Probably mistapped, whatever. I changed the equation. Okay. What's the equation now? Podmieniam plus na minus i jest teraz więcej. Aha, kurwa, zajebiście. I wychodzi -1 Carnosaur, a nie +1. No nieźle, cwajaku. Nieźle zagrałeś. Next turn, Spark Double, copy, draw cards. Spark Double, copy, draw 2 cards. Attack Teferi down to 2. Opponent in the meantime does nothing. Then I win. It's because we're playing the inferior Cascade deck. No matter which one I would play, it will be the inferior Cascade deck. I think their deck has entered a flow state. You could call that, yeah, that's actually pretty powerful for control, because control normally is a little bit bad. Narset, okay, I will not draw cards. I accept. The fair backup plan is KCI level. That's not true. Psy was solid. Unless you mean Scrap Roller beats pre-Psy. Wow, literally Solitude. If they show me the half say Supreme Verdict, I'll concede. Because they exile the Supreme Verdict and they decided to stop casting their card. They have Narset, do I want Consign to Oblivion? Not really. There are 2 reversals. Why not Skyturtle to bounce 3 mana Teferi? Skyturtle bounces creatures only. Teraz na pewno nie będzie reversala. Najpierw będzie Dmorka, potem... See? Najpierw Dmorka, potem Distortion. I think Keruga should cost free when you have no free costs in your deck. It costs free to grab. Is that good enough for you? I guess if I played Morka, then I just will play something, I don't know. Should I get a basic right now to grab Keruga next turn? Or should I just play Taplan and keep this in my hand in case of this being relevant? I guess I play a Taplan on the next turn anyway, so I don't grab Keruga. Let's play a Taplan. Because I need 4 mana on 4 for Shefet Monitor. Okay, let's play the Triome, I think. Because I want to have 6 mana on 5 for sure. It's funny that all I do is cycling, so they can't counterspell me. So now I I grab a... I don't know, I'll grab a green. Probably red would be better. Okay, now I have too much mana. They'll never suspect my Shefet Monitor. Do I have all the colors? I think I do. Okay, I have Giga Colors Matte, Max, Quintorius Kand. Alright, let's trick them. I'm gonna play a swamp. Then I'm going to go black, black. Ha! I bet you were ready with your reversal. Wandering Emperor. Okay. Opponent taps my Dragonlord Dromoka and then exiles it to Oblivion with Wandering Emperor. Does Thrun die to Supreme Verdict? This seems like Supreme Verdict, but they're gonna have 1 mana up. But plussing Wandering Emperor probably implies that they would be interested in verdicting. Have you tried the 5/5 Mythic Dino Dragon yet? You mean the... What's the name of that card? Dino Stupidosaurus. Okay, hero. Ha! GG, no re. So it's better to combo with Quintorius, right? Boneheaded Dracosaur. Really stupid name. I'll resolve that distortion, but you do you. Well, how about winning? Why would you resolve Thought Distortion? Kinda crazy that the elephant is a win con for its own combo. A little bit insane. Should I keep those? Well, it's weak. No ramp, 6 drop. But I have 2 interactions, I guess. Name the card with flavor. Permission to hunt aboard captain. It's the Spirit Lady anime. What's the power and toughness of Siege Worm 5/5? What's the flavor, Kaneki? It's sometimes... It's best to smash. Correct, but you have to name. Spectral Sailor. I mean the ice cream. Okay. For some reason I assumed it's... You asked about the flavor of Siege Worm. But that's funny how it actually played out. Ice cream is... It's a combination of 2 ice creams. One of them is cookies and cream. And the other one is... strawberry cheesecake. It tastes vaguely sweet, good, and nice. A dziękuję, Szymon Mg. If my opponent chooses me, this Keruga is actually going to carry this game hard. But no, bro, don't reveal Keruga. The info is gonna lose you every game. I mean, I guess I have 2 cards and I still should probably play Keruga now. Although, yeah, probably Keruga first is better. I have 11 life. So next turn, if they kill my Carnosaur and after I roll into a clone, I can copy Keruga, draw 3. You have a license for that hearse? Well, my Carnosaur is good. Storm's Wrath perfect to not kill Shieldred. I'll cut Consign to Oblivion. And I play Virtues of Persistence, maybe. Storm's Wrath doesn't look particularly good. Blue-White Spirits plus Blue-White Control about to gain some meta share. You should have seen my match against Blue-White Control. Greater Tanuki. Vetch is better than Bedeck in this matchup, I think. I think so too, so I'll make the appropriate change. And just submit. Spell down the house better than Storm Wrath. Could be I net decked Storm Wrath and instantly regret it. Shefet Monitor is to ramp harder to Thought Distortions. I net deck those too, I assume that's like the plan. Seems pretty good against Blue-White. Pretty useful. Bros, ice cream is tastes good. I have 1 card left. What if it's Shieldred? Then Keruga can trade for Shieldred. Maybe casting this is low upsides. End of turn. But I probably don't want to take more hits, and I think I want to discard Bedeck, Bedazzle, keep a land. Oh, Fable. Fable this, Fable that. Quintorius Kand. As I say, this looks pretty good against red-black. Should I keep this on the draw? It doesn't have the payoff card. Do I think the new Discover Pioneer deck is tier 1 too? It seems like it from this prelim. I just can't stop staring at this Greater Tanuki's fat ass. It's so big. So thick. Small gun. This doesn't even have white mana. Nice mana base moment. Alright, I'm gonna keep the same hand, I guess. I want to keep the turtle. Right not. But like, a Triumph doesn't fit into my curve either. Kumano. Oi oi oi. To jest kurwa. Not fair. The way Explorer has reacted to this deck has weirdly made creativity way better. Post-board counters plus easy main deck ways to deal with Dragonlord Magistrate. I think Dragonlord Magistrate sounds ass against my deck. I have so much removal. Maybe a Herd Migrate now. Fetch a red, kill Bone Crusher. Beans for planes. I think I would rather kill the Bone Crusher now. I don't have the card in my hand yet. Next turn I can Beanstalk for planes. And then be ready to cast whichever one. I'm at 13 life virtually. Sokenzan. Ay ay ay. I won't be able to cast the Carnosaur. Unless I fetch a Montagna. So ramping doesn't do much. Little point in ramping, I think. So I probably should play Zagoth Triome and not ramp. Hit Vortex. Take my 4. A 5C mana base without fetch lands. It's not the same, bros. I have to admit, it's not the same. Well, what now? People were playing 5-color Unlimited without even triumphs. There was one historic PT? Like championship it was called, I don't know, it was supposed to be PT equivalent or not, where I played Niv Mizzet. That I kinda built, I don't remember if I built myself or got some list. And I like played it alone at the tournament. Because I was super giga excited that I can play. Cold Steel Hearts. That was a new card. Cold Steel Heart, mana fixing. If we make it 3/2, I mean they have 2 cards in hand. And we go to 3 life. I think I kinda have to go for it because making a creature doesn't seem to emerge victorious, and again because they can shock like the creature still. Kill me, yeah. Okay, let's hit the Clever Impersonator to Clone Binding. Unfortunate. You control. So I guess not worth it. Oh, it's in my hand. Alright, they had Wizard Sliding too, so there was no saving. They're even gonna ramming up my ruins. Do you want the Morka? Storm's Wrath seems late. Colossal Skyturtle seems trash. This answers Rolling Vortex. These seem okay. Dromoka is still not the best against all the things they can present, and I don't know what I'm supposed to cut for the Dromoka. Well, let's border in and say register 62 then. Dromoka. I'll keep. Virtue of Persistence seems okay against them. In this game is looking decent. I'll gain life from migration. Virtue another creature, gain 5 life again. Go to 17, go to 22. I have a Consign to bounce the Rolling Vortex, and once I hit 6 mana, I play the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Huh, even more creatures? That's downright insane. Next thing, you're gonna smack me with a Rolling Vortex. Let's get the island. Scorn the Swift Spear or the 2/2? It's pretty hard for the Swift Spear to deal more than 2 damage per turn on average. We're hesitant to play with fire. They want to keep their mana up to interact with Elephantos. I feel like G2 Lava Runner. I don't even have double red. That's not nice. The double red on Trumpeting Carnosaur is a problem. Kinda want to Carnosaur the G2 instead of ramping, then keeps Consign in my hand. Just ramp and bounce. Keeps Consign in my hand to not be bad to Rolling Vortex. I like never want to ramp with Giant. Well, I do want to ramp with it every time, just the issues with the colors and stuff are sometimes awkward. But if I draw a white mana, I know to get red. If I draw red mana, I know to get white next turn. We take 1 damage from Swift Spear right now. Can bounce it next turn. Okay, now we draw white. So I can use Fertile Footsies to fetch a mountain. And I am ready to consign the Monstery Swift Spear. Monstery Energy Drink Swift Spear. Maybe I'm gonna play a league of this afterwards too. I was kinda curious about this deck a bit more. So 1 card in hand, no reason to consign it yet. So I untap and I'm gonna I'll probably would try the second version to get a better feel on that. Quintorius Kand. So now even a shock doesn't interrupt. It's a -6 on Quint. Exile any number of target cards from your graveyard. Add red for each card exiled this way. You may play those cards this turn. It's not so great. That is very bad. I don't know about very bad, but... Do you think this deck can beat Lotus? Well, you can just beat Lotus, yeah, before they beat you. This Lotus Field Hidden Strings Dead, my fave deck, so sad. It's not dead. Why would it be? Typical chat. Canister, do you think Lotus can beat Quintorius? Canister, but do you think Quintorius can beat Lotus? 2 removals. Good mana. 2 spark doubles in hand. Only 3 lands. No answer to Rolling Vortex. Do I think this deck could play Lotus? Yes, like our round 1 opponent. This set is probably not great to keep. Like the mana being good is a nice argument, and I do stop 2 creatures, then they might have trouble dealing damage over time, but just having 2 spark doubles over life cards means that I would actually die to Rolling Vortex pretty hard. So I'll mull, they mull too. No i kurwa gorzej. It is basically a double mulligan. Yeah, but the 5 was good, so... Still worth considering if you want to. This will probably just die to creatures, so... This is good. Kinda. Oh shit, I have to put back 2 cards. 2 cards. If I could keep this as 7, this would be great. Probably gonna put back Carnosaur and what? Maybe Plains. I don't think I can put Binding. Yeah, Carnosaur and Stomping Ground, I think. Wow, drawing the worst Triome. Maybe having this Triome in my deck could have played into my decision. We will draw red. Well, I'll use Herald Migration to draw red. I won't have blue, but blue, we don't actually have blue spells. Kurwa, Viashino Pyromancer, niezły luj. I tried a Giruda version. No, I don't know how it works. How is there a Giruda version? Just Quintorius costs 5. Appraiser cascades into 3 mana cards. So there's some mystery that I'm not solving in my head with regards to that. Second binding is really good. Is Meridian Plains the best choice to highlight the discover mechanic? Yeah. Okay. Probably would rather exile Viashino. Trolling Vortex. Rolling. It seems good to play Leyline Binding in your deck to beat Rolling Vortex more easily. Do I think the Elephant version is stronger than the Appraiser one? I have not played with the Appraiser version. I will afterwards. Seems strong to me to play Leyline Binding in a deck like that. Let's hope they didn't draw a burn spell. Hadn't drawn a burn spell. Because I think we just Quintorius. If I plus, I die to a shock. So if I minus, I also die to a shock. That's fine. Did you draw a shock? Aj, kurwa, casting cost. Ja pierdolę. They did draw a shock. And I hit the wrong one again. Again, if we hit the Clever Impersonator, I could copy the binding. Then we could survive, draw a land, play the Morka. And if we would fave top decks, we could hit with Morka, gain 5, copy the Morka and win. But we would fade nothing, seems like, so. At least there is that. Maybe it's better to play 3 Spark, 3 Clever instead of 4-2. The issue is that you need to hit Spark double first for it to make sense. Because you kind of have to hit Spark double first. So I probably need 4 Spark doubles. I just like 2 times it would have been quite good to be able to copy binding, which is nice. I mean, we did just play against